Hey everyone, welcome to this Intro to Canva training.
Okay, so here we're going to cover the top bar within Canva. So here is your home. This is going to take you to this page, and this is going to allow you to scroll through any kind of templates as well as have access to some of your designs. So you'll be able to see here, it has different templates that you can pull from if you don't already have the dimensions that you'd like to use, or you just were looking for some pre-made templates. This is a great place to start. There's a variety of things here to choose from. This is a really great place to browse different templates, or if you're unsure of the dimensions, you can use one of the pre-made ones here. So if you're going to make an Instagram post, you'll see that it will already have the dimension for you, 1080 by 1080 pixel. And so if you were to click on that, it would take you and open that template up for you so that it's already in the size that you need it to be. If you already knew the size of the dimensions that you're going to be using, you can come up here and go custom size, and you can fill this in yourself. And you'll be able to see that if there's anything recent that you've done before with creating your own dimensions, that it will come up right here. So under the second tab, which is templates, you can see a variety of different pre-made designs for you to use. Okay, so there's social media, personal, business, marketing, education, trending. So just like we covered in this main homepage, under templates, it's just going to give you a little bit more access to see it in a different way. So under the third tab, which is features, here you can find some of the different elements that you can find within Canva. So under photos, this is one tip I really wanted to put a focus on, free photos. So if you have only the free Canva, that's totally fine. There's so many things that you can work with within the free Canva, but this is a really great place to find all the free photos. So if we click on that, it is going to give you a list of free photos that you can use without having that pro subscription to Canva. And you can also search in here for something that is in relation to what you're wanting to create the post around. So under icons, same kind of situation as the photos. You can search up different or popular or trending icons and elements to use within your graphics. So if we go into here, you'll be able to see that there's popular icons. You can search social media, web and SEO, family and home, and so on and so forth until you find a topic that you like. Or once again, you can search an icon that is something in relation to what kind of graphic you're looking to make. Now, here's something to point out. You will see that there are little money signs that say paid on some of these photos. These are for the Canva Pro subscription. The ones that do not have that and they have the free on the bottom, those ones are for the free Canva subscription. So under the fourth tab, this is Learn. This is going to be a really great resource for people who are new to Canva or even just want to do a little bit more education, self-education in regards to personal branding or social media or graphic design. So you'll be able to see that under Learn, there's courses. So once again, if you wanted to dive in and learn a little bit more about graphic design basics, there's a free course for that. So if we click on that, it'll take you to a course. And you'll be able to go through all of these modules, and this will help you have a better understanding of how to start using graphic design within your business and how to use that specifically within Canva. So a really, really great resource here. And so you can choose any one of these courses. There's so many to choose from. And when you do click on one, it will give you more options if you scroll all the way to the bottom. It will say you might be also interested in and give you a bunch of different courses to be able to scroll through and see what may interest you and educate you even further in this realm. So you can see there is such a huge variety here for you to tap into. Then under Learn, you can see that there's also tutorials. So this is another great place if you're specifically wanting to learn more about Canva. This is a great place for you to learn how to use the program even further than what you're learning within this course. So getting started, designing, branding, presenting, Canva Pro, this is a really great one if you're just wanting to learn a little bit more information on the difference between the free program and the pro subscription. And under the very last tab, this is plans. This is going to go over the free subscription, which is what we're currently in right now. And then there's pro, enterprise, education, and nonprofit. So you can see the prices here. So the free, everything that you need to start designing. Really, this is such a great place for you to start diving into is the free program. And as you start to play around with the different features within this free program, you may realize that you would like to go into a pro subscription. We use the Pro subscription. We run our whole business, all of our graphic design out of Canva. So it's just such a handy resource for business owners to have. And we really wanted to be able to have access to the Pro features, the Pro icons, the Pro templates, and so on. So you can pay this in a year, $149.99, or you can switch this to billing monthly, which is $16.99. And then enterprise, this is if you have a team, and you can see each plan has its own description, so you can go over and see which one is going to fit you best. You can also scroll to the bottom and check out the frequently asked questions. This is a great place if you're just wanting to get more insight on what subscription you should be using for your business. And so you can go through and you can see some of the different answers. Now we're going to cover the left side bar here. So there's so many different features within this area. Recommended for you, this is the same as the home tab. So this is going to give you access once again to any of those templates, those pre-made templates, or allow you to click custom size if you already know the dimensions that you're going to be using for your design. Now clicking on to the second tab, this is all your designs. So you can see here, anything that you've created under all your designs is going to be stored within this area. Just quick, easy access for you to be able to jump back into working on the designs that you're working on, or to re-download them so that you can use them within your social media. Clicking on the next tab, shared with you. So this is going to be if you are sharing any kind of templates with you and other team members. This is a great place for people who are only using the free subscription and you don't have the enterprise. The enterprise plan allows you to have your team all within the same Canva, building within this same space. Shared with you allows you to actually copy or get the shareable link and allow you to share that with other people. And so when other people share that link with you, this is where it's going to show up. So you'll be able to have access to other templates that maybe your business partner and you are making. Under the next tab, which is brand kit, this is only for pro subscription to Canva. This is a really amazing resource though. We use this all the time. We have multiple clients with multiple brands, so you can add in more than one brand style. So you can add in logos, brand colors right here. You can see here how you can add different ones. You can add in your brand fonts. You can upload fonts if they're not within the Canva platform. And then if you wanted to, you could add a new palette. If you have a new client, or let's say you have multiple brands within your own business, you can add a new one. But as you can see, we're only in the free subscription plan right now. And this is for Canva Pro. Now going into all your folders tab, this tab is going to be a place where you can start to get a little bit more organized with your templates. So once again, you have all of your designs here, which will take you back to that first tab. But then you can create new folders and you can start to organize your templates. So if you have one specifically for Instagram, you can create that folder to store all of your Instagram posts. And then when you click on all folders, your Instagram folder will be right here. So you can start to get more organized within your templates. And when you start to build it this way, it will be easy for you to save time rather than having to search through all of your designs. You're able to go right to the folder that you need to be focused on. And if you go into the team section tab, you can actually create your own team. So here we've created SMS, and this is something that you want to upgrade to for Canva Pro, but it's a really great place. You can then share your designs with your team and everything will live in one space. So if you have multiple teams that you're working with within Canva, that's where you would create your teams, is just go to that team tab, and then you can invite team members to that specific team. So for this tutorial, we're going to be creating a Facebook cover photo. So jumping right in here. So this is the template that we're going to be using. So within this space, we're going to go over a few important things. Here you can actually title what you're working on, and this is really great to keep things nice and organized. So we're going to title this Facebook cover photo. So now when you're going to all designs, which is right here, you can see how it's now titled Facebook cover photo. So keeping things very neat and organized. So on the left side of the screen, you can see file. So if you click on that, this little pop-up is going to come up. So you can create a new design. You click on that, it will give you the choice to do a custom size if you already know the dimensions, or it'll give you some templates to work with. Showing rulers. This is such a handy thing that really is underutilized with a lot of people who are using Canva. So you guys are already going to have an advantage by knowing and understanding how to use these rulers. So to keep things really clean within your design elements, these rulers really come in handy. So if you pull the ruler from either the side or from the top, you can see that it allows you to keep lines there. So if you wanted to cut something right in half so that you knew what the top was from the bottom and it was super even, you could pull that ruler down so that you could see specifically what was going to be on that top and what was going to be on that bottom, especially in regards to um, Facebook cover photos or any cover photos that you may be doing. We do know that there are some gray areas that will not show up properly if you are posting within that space. So these ruler lines really are guides for us so that we make sure that we are creating graphics that are going to be seen and formatted correctly for the space that we're putting them on. So showing you that top line again as well. So you can break this down into quadrants so that it's just super easy for you to work with and keep everything and keep all your design elements super clean. So you'll also see the show guides. That's just these lines here. So you can actually remove these if you didn't want those lines. We suggest using them because they are super handy to have. And same with showing margins. This will give you that dotted line to help you differentiate between the very edges of your graphic and the middle. Printing anything out, this tab is super important. This is show print bleed. So this is going to show you the space that isn't going to show up when you print this. So you don't want to put anything in that space. Also making sure that all of the changes within your graphic are being saved. This will pop up right here. It will say all changes saved. Let's just make a little change quick and see it'll say unsaved changes and then all changes saved. So it takes a moment before it saves. So just be checking in and making sure that that's happening. If you're not seeing that happening, you can go file and you can make sure you click that so that it does save for you. You can click save to folder and this will bring up all of your different folders in which you can pick which one it's going to be saved in. Or you can create a new one from here. So this is for Facebook. And now this graphic is going to be saved within the Facebook folder that you've created. So once again, organization is your best friend within Canva. So version history, this is really handy, but it is only for the pro subscription. But this will allow you to look back on any changes that have been completed within this graphic. So this is really nice if you do have a team, because you'll be able to see if there's people working on multiple graphics. This is a good opportunity for you to be able to see the changes that were made and when they were made by. But once again, it's only for the pro subscription. This is a really handy tool. You can make a copy of this graphic and it will literally copy this graphic over and you can switch elements around. So we like to use this one when we create templates. So if we created a template that we really love or a graphic that we really love, we can then go make a copy and it'll copy this over and we can make subtle changes or some design and element changes so that it fits whatever graphic we're trying to make for that round. And the last one, you can download. So we're going to cover this right here though. So you can download, and this is going to bring up a pop-up. So on the right-hand side, there's a download button. From here, there's going to be a pop-up with many different options. You can choose what file type you want to save it in. So it will always give you a suggested based on what dimensions and what template you've used. But you can also use many different ones here, depending on what your specific graphic that you're creating is meant for, what the purpose of the graphic is for. PNG is always going to be suggested. It's a really high quality image when you're creating graphics, but they will always have that suggested on there and also give you other options depending on what you're doing. And so all of these other options, these are for the pro subscription, but you can save this with a transparent background. This is really great if you're making graphics or elements that you want to use on video, or you want to be able to, maybe you're making a logo and you need that transparent background for it. And to compress the file as well also can be quite handy if you're creating big, or if you're creating large ebooks for a freebie and it's just too large for the program for you to upload it to. So this is a great option as well. But once again, only for that pro subscription. And then once you've figured out what you would like, you can download your program and it will start the downloading process. So let's say you've done something that you didn't want to do or you didn't like the look of it and you wanted to undo that. So there's a few different ways that you can do this. You can do Command Z and it will bring it back, or you can go to the top of the bar and there is an undo button as well. So you can undo things that you maybe not wanted to do or you didn't like the look of. So this option is also only for Canva Pro subscription, but it is so handy. So this allows you to take the same design and copy it over, but copy it over with different dimensions. So let's say we wanted to take this cover photo and make this a Facebook post. Now we can then resize this and it will take all of the elements and all of the design from this post and put it on the new post with the new dimensions. This can be very handy when you're bulking content for multiple platforms. So if you were to create a Facebook post, but you also wanted to make sure that you had that post for Instagram and in the right dimensions, you can then copy this over and it's already done for you. You may have to do some slight adjusting within the elements, but you wouldn't have to restart the graphic. So very, very handy. If you have added a link here, so if you click on here and you add a link, this will be a clickable link only if you download it as a PDF standard. It will not be a clickable link if you download it as a PNG, JPEG, or PDF print or anything like that. It has to be a PDF standard. So if you're creating an ebook or a freebie and you want to have that clickable link in there for your audience members, then you would want to make sure that this is downloaded in a PDF standard. Let's say that you have multiple pages here and you wanted to only maybe download 1 or 2 of those pages out of the 3 that you have. You can go select pages, and in all pages, you can click all pages and it will highlight every one of them that you want to download, or you can click individual and skip over any ones that you don't want to download at this time. So to find more Canva hacks and quick tips from Social Method Studio, go check out our TikTok. We provide a ton of value consistently. You're definitely going to want to go check us out.
And for extra support with your Canva designs, be sure to find us on Etsy. We have so many different kind of templates there to make your designs easier and efficient to create bulk content. We actually have a code ready for you. So you can see that there. Use code INSTA25, all capitals, at checkout for 25% off.
And don't forget to take us in your designs at Social Method Studio on Instagram. We can't wait to cheer you on. We love to support the people who are using our hacks, using our designs, using our tips, and applying it within their business. Let us celebrate you.
Thanks so much, everyone, and we cannot wait to connect with you all.